So today is a very special day because I'm taking delivery of my first fucking jet. And no, it's not this one. This one's old and ugly.
What about that one?
No, that one's ugly too, and there's something missing. Can't you tell?
Oh.
What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's right, I'm doing me. I'm doing me. I'm living life right now, man. And this is what I'ma do till it's over. Till it's over. Just far from over.
So today's an even more special day because it's actually my first time seeing it in person since I bought it. And I decided to wrap it as a gift for me, which is pretty cool. And now that I'm actually owning the jet, I've realized that I should have had it a long time ago. Because at the beginning of the year, my goal was to own a jet, but I had a pink Bugatti. And somebody came to me with a crazy offer to buy a second Bugatti. I said, you know what? What's cooler, a jet or two Bugattis? He said, you know what? Two Bugattis. And I bought a second Bugatti. But then after having two Bugattis, I realized I could only drive one at a time. And then there I decided to do a challenge in order for me to feel like I earned the jet. So what I do, I live stream for 5 weeks in a row, showing every single one of my trades with people live on YouTube until I made $1 million. As soon as I made $1 million, that's an extra million that I had after I then sell the pink Bugatti, so then I can buy my first jet. So now I only have one Bugatti and my beautiful fucking jet. No.
That's it? You saved $1 million for this?
What do you mean?
That's a small jet.
How big is your jet, motherfucker? So ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to my Lear 45 jet. This is a 2000s jet. All right, when I was born, so were you, right? Doesn't really talk much, they don't have to. Big, let success be your noise, not your words.
Or more like, let your jet engine be the noise.
Exactly. So this is a Lear 45 jet. This is our beautiful, like this to me right here is the craziest shit on the face of the earth. Like, you know, what are you gonna say now, huh? So this is how you open the door to the jet. I actually didn't know this until like a week ago. Up. So this is actually made for big people. Luckily I'm a big guy. Push it all the way up. So this is my first jet, so I had to kind of learn all of these things.
And you're still learning.
Shit, yeah, this handle. Oh, forgot. Yep. So this is
It's not a good look for you.
I know. Sorry. I'm still a rookie in the game, right? It's only my first jet. This is a light jet. They have light, mid, super mid, and heavy. Decided for my first jet to go light, and I happened to get a really good deal. This is a $3.2 million jet because of the years, because of the hours. It's a very low hour jet, very low landings. The more hours the jet has, the more landings. It's like the more miles and the more years that a car has, for example. So I got a very low hours, very low landings, which is really good. This is the interior of my jet, which is kind of crazy to say, right? So, Jesus, I need a bigger jet, bro. Usually, light jets don't have as much seating as this one. This seats about 8 to 9 people, 9 if you want to have somebody in the bathroom. And the irony of it is that light jets usually don't come with bathrooms.
A busy man has a lot of duties to do.
This shit's already falling apart. Oh, so I guess Velcro? This is being held up by Velcro? I don't know how that happened. I guess this is how shit happens. After you pay for something, shit always starts breaking. But the cool of it is that there's actually a bathroom and it works. Yo, and I'm 6'2", and this is pretty roomy for me, and I'm being 6'2" in here, so it's a really good space. I thought that they would be gold. And this is actually a pretty cool area back here. This is kind of like these little detail stuff that you don't know until you actually get into the space. But this is for where you would put your pillows, where you would put your blankets. Light jets, usually the luggage would be in the back area where the bathroom would be. Since this is a bigger one, you're able to have more space for just normal stuff instead of luggage. And actually one of the main crazy parts that people that buy jets ask, or they don't ask, is where does the luggage go? Because a lot of people think just because you fly on a jet, there's unlimited space everywhere, and that is not the case. Luggage is a very big and important thing, because if I bring 8 people in the plane, that'll be anywhere from 8 to 12 bags. This is actually a flex. I have chartered many jets in the past, and these have been on some of them and not on all of them. The cool part of it is that it comes in every single area. And then we have like one big Monopoly table.
I could imagine like an Instagram post of you with the computer right there. Yeah, like that. I think I'm gonna take that picture in the future.
Boy, if you don't! Another really cool feature is that all of this overhead lighting is actually ambient lighting. So it could turn into cool different colors, blue, red, green, purple. Kind of gives it a vibe when you're flying at night instead of it just being pitch black in here. So that is a huge pro. I do want to change these curtains because they are very flimsy and they tend to break. This one right here, it is a little bit broken right here. And when you put it up, it kind of looks a little bit ugly. So I want to change them into maybe just a like a more of a gray color, so it actually covers more of the sun coming in.
We should see the emergency air mask. I think that'd be cool to show the audience.
No, that's not actually. If this were to actually deploy right now, if I were to like take it off accidentally, that would not be fun to put back on. I would have to call my pilot, so then he calls the mechanic. So he comes, charges me 10 grand to make sure they're all still in service and put them back on. No, I'm good. I'm good. And funny enough, this right here is actually my seat. This is the owner's seat of when you're on a jet. You're able to see the pilots, exactly how they're doing. You're able to be accessible to the emergency door, and you have the right of way to your guests in the back. This is the actual seat. If you're too close to the bathroom, somebody's using it, you're being disturbed. And if you're backwards to your pilots, you can't really see what they're doing. What if they fucking fall asleep while you're flying? That would not be safe or fun. Another really cool feature is we have a 115 volt. So you can charge your phones directly with whatever you would put in the wall. In America, I know you guys in Europe or London have different outlet. Yeah, different outlet. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool because there's only one on the whole entire plane. And that's supposedly an added feature that when they made it back in the day, it's an extra 20, 30 grand to run the wiring to that point right there. I mean, for the 2000, this was crazy. Bro, I was born probably the same time this was made. And then we just meet in the future 24 years later. Isn't that fucking insane? So making it over here to our bar area. I mean, I don't really drink. It's kind of for snacks and just to have kind of cups, napkins. This right here is the TV. So here we'll have, when the plane's on, the GPS of where we're flying to, our time, our ETA. And when we're flying, I just pull up here, turn on whatever lights I'd want to turn on, turn them off, kind of function the whole entire plane, basically from this area right here. But now moving over to the most important parts, the cockpit. How the fuck do I even get in here? Am I supposed to... Oh, no. I would've gotten dizzy there. Dude, how do these guys even get in here, bro?
Because they're probably not big guys like you.
Dude, right? I'm 6'2", bro. Imagine if they were bigger than me. I don't think they'd be able to fly. Yeah. Dude, you can't be fat and be a pilot. There's just no way. So moving into the second seat. Holy shit, bro. Look how they both move. I did not know that, bro. Yeah. So why am I paying for 2 pilots? I got into this whole buying a jet not concerning about this at all. There's so many different buttons, so many different options in here that it's a bit overwhelming, honestly. The amount of function. Oh, we're gonna have to get this guy a new headphone. Well, I don't really know anything about here in the front, honestly. What the hell is this? Is this the oh shit handle? Is this the oh shit handle? Oh, hold on, motherfucker. Yo, what the hell? Oh no. Dude, that's to get in and out of here, bro. It's not the oh shit handle. Yo, this feels like it shoots something. Like if I were to click this button right here, like if I were to just click this button right here, I feel like it. Let me not potentially break something. Let me get out of here. So the inside's cool, but the outside is really where it makes all of this come together. Because without this one piece of equipment, there would be no functionality of anything that we're doing here at all. It's this.
The wing? I mean, of course, you kind of need that.
No, bro. It's what's under the wing. Sometimes it's not what's on top. It's about what's under.
Oh, like you're saying it's made out of like carbon fiber?
No, dude. This. Beautiful. Set and forget under the wing. Yo, honestly, this is probably the most important part. Because when the haters are looking to hate, they're going to be looking up for me. You're like, where's this fucking motherfucker? Oh, that's him right there. You're going to see me set and forgetting in the fucking air. And there's nothing you can do about it. Actually, you could probably shoot me down and that would not be fun. The fact that you can identify me in the air is actually kind of concerning. Some people were telling me, they're like, hey, when you posted the jet, you should have never put the tail number. And I said, bro, I have nothing to hide. Like, it's my jet. You can track me. You can know where I'm at, wherever I'm at.
What are you gonna tell your wife?
Which one?
Did you think about that one?
Which one?
Well, all of them.
So this right here, this is actually an added feature which costs an extra $200,000 to $300,000 depending on the plane.
The STO logo?
No, the fin.
Oh.
Or you know like how sharks have the fin?
Yeah.
This right here is kind of like a shark fin, but for the wing. This supposedly makes it have more of a narrow feel to it. Well, not narrow.
Oh, so we could do like flips and stuff.
No. We can actually just make sharper turns because of this little different fin add-on that we have here.
Well, I guess that's cool.
Makes this look cooler, honestly.
All facts, right?
No, yeah, I'm saying that this is an added fucking cost to have this, right?
A lot of airplanes, they come with it.
But this one costs an extra $2 million per one, right? Just tell them that we paid an extra $2 million per wing because of that.
You can say the airplane is more because it has this.
So it costs an extra $2 million because of. So moving on to the outer part of the wing, we have our other beautiful segment of Saturn.
Time out. This is called a winglet.
Oh, this is a winglet.
Winglet.
It's not like a shark fin?
No, winglet.
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 Okay. What the hell is this?
That's a 500K option
Yeah,
right there.
this costs $300,000 per each one, right?
No, so you can say 150 each.
150,000 each were each one of these little options that we added here.
Oh, you're so rich.
Bro, I'm ultra rich. So moving on to basically the most important parts, the real most important part, are our engines. Without these engines, we're pretty fucked. And the only reason why I bought this jet is because these engines are under MSP Gold.
XRP Gold.
No, MSP Gold.
So you're telling me I should put my life savings in XRP Gold?
No, don't do that. Put your life savings in my pocket. I'd rather take your money. So what MSP Gold is, it's basically a factory extended warranty, which they're basically constantly getting serviced, and whatever breaks down on it, we're paying monthly in order for it to just get serviced right away. So it's basically insurance for the engines. This is what keeps us safe. This is what keeps us in the air. Without this, there's no traveling, there's no anything. We basically have brand new engines 24/7. So moving on to this area over here, this is where the luggage goes. So not even the Hawkers. Hawkers is like that gray one right there, which by the way, I did want a black jet, and I'm so glad I didn't, because we would probably literally cook inside. So this actually helps with the heat. This is where all the luggage goes. So even a big Hawker like that does not have a big storage like this on a light jet. So we can put a lot of luggage in here. You'll be surprised how much stuff can fit inside of here.
Bro, we could definitely put some of the haters in there.
Oh no, we could put the haters in there and some product. You know what I'm talking about? Some hair product for my hair. Moving back over here, this is the rear fin. You know how the sharks have like the tail in the back? Is it the tail or the fin?
Tail fin?
The tail fin. This is the tail fin of this plane. And the cool part is we have two of them. I wouldn't really be able to tell you why. And the cool part is, bro, like look at this, dude. Like, this shit's massive, bro. Look at this, bro. Honestly, I don't really know how anything works back here. So now, onto this side, there's actually a really cool feature, which I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's that fin up there, or if it's one of these antennas, but the plane actually has Wi-Fi. It's not a Starlink. It's a different type of Wi-Fi that's for aviation, which we pay an extra $5K a month so we can have Wi-Fi on the plane 24/7 whenever we want.
Yeah, I think they're repoing your plane there, but
No. This is I think this controls that.
you won't do it.
Wait, look. You're gonna tell me? Oh.
What has the world come to?
Whoa! They didn't let me get my pilot's license, so I got my own RC license here. Come on.
Bro's the first guy ever to walk his jet.
Come on. In the front here, come on. We have some PPF on the front just in case if some of the bugs kind of get on it.
Or birds.
Or haters, it could just, kind of just fly off, because we don't want to keep the head of our beautiful aviation dirty with bullshit.
The tip of the cockpit.
So the buying process of this plane was actually something that was very different than what I'm used to. Usually when I want to buy a car or I want to buy a watch, I just go and buy it, right? But obviously something this big, there's a lot of things that I don't know about it. I'm not part of aviation. So first thing that I did, I got the lawyer, which one of my friends helped me out with. I put about 200 grand into the escrow, which is basically like a deposit to show that I'm serious. And then before I actually buy the jet, it has to go through a pre-purchase inspection, where I had to pay this dude $20,000 or $21,000 for him to go out and just inspect the whole entire plane. It was a big booklet this big that he has to go through every single part of the aviation. Like, I'm talking about every single one of these screws, everything of the plane, this handle, this seat. He has to do a pre-purchase inspection of the whole entire plane. I had to take it for a test flight, make sure everything works. And that took probably 3 weeks by itself. I don't know if that was a long or little bit of time, but when the pre-purchase inspection came back, I think it was the rear thrusters or something with the engine in the back had an issue because it just didn't close or something. And that took about another week and a half to get fixed. And then after that, had to get the pilots. Luckily, the pilots are not on salary. I basically pay them per flight. Storage, my friend owns this place where all these hangars are at, so I get a really good rate. Keep it inside, outside. It's a mix of both. Fuel is really good as well because we fuel up here. And the crazy part is the continuous expenses of having the plane. There's basic insurance I have to constantly be paying. there's routine maintenance that has to get done every single time, and preventative inspections. Like before you were to take a long flight, whatever you just checked on the last flight, you got to check it again. And even if, for example, let's say that this screw, right, is not damaged, but it's already past the time of where it's not good anymore, I have to buy the screw again, even though it's perfectly fine. So there could be a certain piece of machinery in the plane that works perfectly fine, but it's a preventative type of inspection, and just shit in aviation that you got to change it no matter what because it's prone to it breaking. It's just crazy stuff that I did not really know as I was getting into it, but I was in so deep already that I said, you know what, I got to do it. And it's crazy because I'm only 24. Yep. I am only 24 years old and I own a jet. And it's concerning to a lot of people how I actually did that.
Very concerning. You actually own the jet.
Yes, and that's exactly why I wanted to break this third, fourth barrier. Because there's a couple of, you know, let's not call them the H word. Let's call them truthers, right? The people that think they know the truth of stuff. And you know what? I don't think they're haters. I think they're just people that don't believe in new levels just because they don't believe it for themselves. They don't believe somebody else can do it, and they find any reason to make that unreality a reality for them. A couple people have searched up online the tail number, which is November 708 Sarah Papa, and have found public information on the plane, and does not come back registered to me because I am 24 years old and the company that I did the contract with to own this plane is a brand new company. Just in case you didn't know, insurance on the plane is very expensive. And as a 24-year-old that has $10 million in liability in cars with 3 total losses, 2 cars on fire, it's not a good look. So my insurance would have pretty much been almost quadruple the price. So that's one reason why my information didn't come up anywhere, because I did an owner finance with the owner. So all of the information stays in-house private until I fully own this plane. And another reason why I didn't do the full public transfer is because the plane right now is Part 135 licensed. So I can do all the correct way of chartering it, where I'm fully compliant and I can chart it without an issue. If I change registration, change ownership, I would have to do another inspection, something very small, but things can get complicated. And since it's already Part 135, I'd rather leave it like that. It's actually even better for me because all my information stays more private. I'm already as out there as it gets. With that being said, back to the video. Oh, the shoes. I wore these shoes for a reason. I'm sure everybody knows these are Vans. So I bought these Vans about 4.5 years ago. This is the first purchase that I ever made with my trading profits. Like, it's actually these same exact Vans. And they've barely been worn because I just remembered why I never wore them. Because they give me blisters in the back and I hate wearing socks with them. So, you know what it is? From 7 years in a journey, 2 years losing money consistently, to then where after 2.5 years, I make a little bit of money in my first purchase with a pair of $40 Vans. And then 4 years later of doing the same shit over and over again, I'm wearing the exact same Vans to my fucking jet. I did not think this was gonna happen this fast. I did not buy these Vans with the intention of wearing them. I did not buy these Vans with the intention. My neighbor, hey! How rude of my neighbor, bro. That's how rich people be. How rude of that motherfucker. Taking off in his jet while I'm talking, saying something motivational. But like I was saying, when I bought these Vans, my intention was to never wear them to my jet. I bought them because that's what I wanted at the time, and it's what I thought was a big deal. And now I'm here, and it doesn't feel real sometimes because it happened all so quick. And when you have your head down every single day, you don't really realize the progression you're making until you kind of have stuff like this that make you realize how far you've come. This was a big deal for me at one point, buying these shoes, to now where I have this. And it's not about I had money to buy these shoes all along, but it was more of the hard work that I put in was from trading, and I bought these shoes from trading, and I bought this from trading. So that is what makes it more powerful than anything, is how I actually obtained it through my work, through my journey, and my risk on my trades. That is what it's about, not about $40 shoes. It's about the meaning behind it and how I actually got it. And it's crazy to me that I can pull up to one of these places now and be like, yep, my jet is here. Because I remember, like, I wanted to have a jet since 2 years ago. When I started chartering jets, I was paying $40, $50, $60,000 for a round trip. Like, bro, what if I just buy my own? I'm gonna literally save so much money that I'm spending on just chartering jets. And look at us here. I think I'm personally one of the youngest guys to own their own jet, being a self-made successful entrepreneur, trader, whatever you want to call it. I have people in here that are 70 years old and they just bought their first jet. I don't know how it makes them feel that I'm 24 and now I have one. Maybe it makes them happy, maybe it doesn't. But I'm fucking here. I'm coming after every single one of my goals, and I'm not taking my time. I'm fucking doing shit. I have my dream home that I'm gonna be building in the next 12 to 16 months. I have a book that I wanna finish writing, which I started it, but just, you know, I've never written a book before. I didn't really know how much time it actually takes to write one. And as soon as I finish that, that's gonna be huge. I have another goal where I wanna have students withdraw a little bit over $10 million. Right now, all of my students collectively have withdrawn about 6 to 7 million, verifiable. Supposedly a little bit more, but we can't really verify. It's just too many students. And one of my main goals is to be the best version of myself that I possibly can. As a friend, as a mentor, as a creator, as health, everything. My goal is to just be the best that I possibly can be. And if it costs me some sleep, if it costs me some money, if it costs me something, so be it. Because I want to be able to live life to the fullest of my potential and not live with regret. You know what? I should have done that. You know what? I could have done that if I would have done this. No. I'm going to live life to the fullest of my potential, no matter what I have to exchange for that. I know what I'm capable of, and I know I'm gonna achieve it. It's just simple. And that's something that you gotta fix, because right now you're using some bullshit as an excuse to not get to the point where you wanna be in life. You're saying, oh, I have school, or I have work, or I have kids, I don't have enough time. That's fucking bullshit, bro. It's bullshit. You're procrastinating what you're supposed to do because of your current situation right now, and it's not letting you where you want to be. And you setting a date like tomorrow to start, or setting it next week, or once I finish this overtime shift, or once the kids are here, that's all bullshit, bro. You don't really want it bad enough, and you're underestimating the potential of who you can be and where you can go with just having a little bit of sacrifice. Like not watching a late night show with your wife in bed because you're comfortable and because she wants to. Get the fucking watching a video of whatever you want to do, get educated and put in the work. Be somebody that your kids or your parents are gonna look up to. Don't be fucking average, and don't put any fucking excuses that you have a harder situation than somebody else. We all have the same opportunities if you're watching this video. You have access to internet, and on the internet, the opportunities are fucking endless. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, for these guys that are new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm telling you right now, buying this jet is only the beginning of many of the things that we're gonna achieve. So you're either part of the ride or you just sit from the sideline. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.
This is a pretty motivational segment, but there's an important question.
What, dude?
Does the jet fly?
I don't know, you tell me. I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know last year. Who the f*** are y'all? I swear it feels like the last few nights. We've been everywhere and back, but I just can't remember it all. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's right, I'm doing me. I'm doing me. I'm living life right now, man. And this is what I'ma do till it's over. Till it's over. But it's far from over.